Welcome to another I Get Fox Off. There it is. There it is. I did it. I did some things.
Why?
I did some things on accident. It's okay. We're all good. It's all good here. We're all good here. Welcome
Where
to
was
another crazy start to this week's edition of KitSZN. Fox, how are we doing today?
I was in the abyss for like 5 seconds and I don't know where I was, but I'm okay now.
And his friend says Jeff
Yeah.
Fox isn't participating.
Right.
Sorry.
Just kick me up. I'm like,
I'm going solo.
God.
I'm going solo.
yeah.
I'm starting my solo career.
Right. With an average of just my score, this got a 5. Perfect hit.
Right. It's perfection from me. Just me, because I say it is. But no, tonight should be kind of a fun episode. Only 4 kits for y'all tonight. There's Banish to the Shadow Realm. So there's only 4 kits for y'all tonight. There's only about 8 kits total that we have on our record that have been released across the USL. So we're quite light on the kits. But starting next week, let me go ahead and just say the ones that we are aware of that are releasing kits next week. Colorado Springs next Friday. El Paso next Friday. We got Indy 11 the 14th and Phoenix the 21st. And I can guarantee you others are going to be popping in and out with their kit signs these next 2.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So best keep up to date. Yeah.
We don't have the official date, but we know Louisville's end of the month.
And we know a few others as well later this month. Just more of when. So the best way to keep up to date with us is to follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, or if you just like talking with us directly, join the USL Show Discord. Yeah. So as we get started here tonight, as I always do, got to give a massive shout out to all the lovely patrons down below who help us do what we do best. So John Hunt, Frank Anthony, Christopher Cohn, John Fuller, Michael Fuchs, Joshua Duder, Noah Telford, Alberto Aguilar, Jeremy Churchman, Stephen Howard, Ryan Lacara, Tim Knotts, and a Fresh 30, MOS, Kunal Patel, Alvin Head Todd, Andrew Towsley, Matt Cat Peel, Ryan Smetzler, Sandy Lester, William Lamb, Dylan Reed, Josh, Matt B, David Horn, Luke Loudon, Don Garber, not that Don, John's Landlord, and Doug Brooks. Thank y'all for being able to support us, to allow us two Kit Nerds do this on a week-to-week basis. And to do my one cursor for the day, cool shit like this, and helping do our garage sale. We're in week number 2 right now.
Yeah.
Week number 2, with 100% of the proceeds benefiting the Immigration Law Center of Minnesota. And as of about an hour and a half before tonight's episode, we are officially have raised $505 going to the Immigrant Law Center. And we have a bunch of cool stuff that just came in as well. So check up on our Blue Sky. And there is the link down in the description down below for information to access the Google Sheet, where you can then email us and we can get y'all payments, get the kits shipped out and all that. So it's a massive thank you to everyone so far who has donated kits for us to auction, to put up for sale, as well as people who've bought things. So we cannot thank y'all so much, and we love being able to use our platform to do something really cool like this. So, and as Fox keeps showing off some cool MLS kits and some of the USL kits that we got. Yeah. We have all the kinds you want. We got Chelsea.
Where are you going to find a Real Monarchs kit? You know?
I know, right?
And honestly, guys, this one's the nice Adidas. the good Adidas. Like, I can see my screen through it, so you know it's a good one.
It's a good one.
And it has the MLS badge.
And we also got a bunch of Las Vegas. We had a few Las Vegas kits on here from a few of our patrons who generously supported, donated some things. We also got some Miami FC one. I'm honestly tempted.
Now I'm thinking about it too.
Uh,
It's a large, but I'm losing weight. We'll
hey,
see.
that fits with me. Taylor says that Real Monarchs, is that MLS that's pro or is that USL version? I don't know if it says on the badge.
See, my assumption is actually going to be USL, just because of the tagline has the My Adidas.
Yeah. We can reach out. So that one was donated. So we can reach out and we can confirm if that is USL or MLS that's pro version. So that's a good question. Hopefully, yeah.
Typically, any of the MLS kits that I've seen, even the pro ones, like the Next Pros, typically don't have like the My Adidas neckline throughout it.
Gotcha.
And also, like, when do you see Red Wolves kits?
Right.
Also, this one actually makes me pretty impressed, though. One, it's just a cool, like, iced out kit, got the all silver.
Yeah.
Good classic kit. But guess it's 77 on the back, which has the USL League One numbering on the bottom.
That's pretty cool.
Which is always nice.
Yeah, I think.
Frank and Kayla both like. I like that one.
I mean, I don't think we hated it. Yeah, it's a pretty solid all. Pretty solid look from them. So
from the NASL, get the North Carolina FC, which actually did somebody buy this already?
Someone's already claimed that one. Yeah. Yes.
So what with the Tobin on the back?
Oh, I don't think they knew that. Oh shoot.
Tobin 13 on the back. So like, that's even more. They probably got a steal.
Yeah, I'm about to reach out to them. So is that Connor Tobin's?
Dude, you're over here acting like I know NASL.
Well, he still plays right now for Ford Madison. Sorry, Connor Tobin. Whatever. Regardless. Yeah, Connor Tobin. Yeah. So I will say, yeah, we have a bunch of cool stuff that's on our spreadsheet. Please check it out. I've even picked up one or so to help donate because they're really kind of cool. So is this man. There's some really cool stuff with 100% of the proceeds going to charity. This is really, really cool thing that everyone's kind of been able to pitch into it. So, yeah. So information is down low. That's right. Okay. Connor Tobin does not play anymore. He's the USLPA. I knew he was the USLPA guy, but I thought he still played. Cool. That's my player knowledge right there. I love that. Thank you, Taylor.
Our boy Frank said he's going to frame the kit he bought for the garage sale.
Yes.
Was that the KC kit?
Yes.
Yeah, so I still need to mail that out. I have it in a Ziploc bag, like ready to ship. I just need a box.
Yeah. I mean, I'm spending like half my day tomorrow after the Indy 11 preseason game. I'm going to be like making all my labels and like putting it all together and like reaching out and be like, hey, stuff's been tipped out. Oh, yeah. I remember that now. That's so Vermont.
That's how I want to go out.
I know, right?
Like, how did he die? Doing what he loved, man. Just chugging some maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Oh, is that like code for something? No.
It's just maple syrup. Well, perfect. So, getting started with tonight's episode, I do want to start off with a team who did play in the NSL, who is not retired. They are actually still existent, are the New York Cosmos, and what I have dubbed their racing blue kits, the little stripe, as you all will see here. This is actually one that was hinted at in our interview with Bastion, by the way, which again I highly recommend you check this out. It's on Spotify, YouTube. Check out our 2.5 hour interview with the madman, creative genius behind the Cosmos rebrand and everything else that he does over there. So here is the New York Cosmos Racing Blue kit. And Fox, I wanted to get your initial reaction to this kit.
Yeah, so when they released it, I was like, I like this. Honestly, I liked it a lot better than the home kit. And oh man, see, I'm just over here watching the comments the whole time. Frank's already like ordered this kit on Sunday. Made me want to bring back the long sleeve shorts underneath the short sleeve shirts. That's my style, bro.
I've never done that yet.
Oh god, you're a child.
That's fine. And Taylor also gets the approval. So like,
so this one, it's a clean classic kit, but it has a little bit of style with it too.
yeah,
I love the 3 stripes down the side, like I don't know, it's got down the chest, down the side there.
yeah,
And I love the fact that they used their colors, the green,
yes.
yellow, and blue. It's exactly what you would expect. But it still has like the pinstripes that are going through it that are reminiscent to the home greens.
Yes.
So they kind of stack together. Yeah. They could be a part of it. I'm down for this. This is a good matchup for the classic green that they went for the home.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've liked, and obviously the home kit was classic Cosmos, and I think that was a smart bet to go with the green. I think the green still be a good choice. But in the last few renditions of the Cosmos, I always remember them wearing the blue, and I've always liked that aesthetic. I love blue shirts. Obviously, Indy 11 fan. I love the blue. And also, as Taylor puts it, I can't explain it, but it gives me Chattanooga FC vibes. And I always vibed with Chattanooga FC and what they did with that navy blue. And then they kind of worked with it from there. And I think using all 4 colors that's on their crest, that takes some effort to make it look good. And I think the dark blue, the light blue, the yellow, the green looked really good.
Yeah, and it's not busy.
And it's not busy. And it's exactly what Bastion was telling us, Mark was telling us about when it comes to simplicity. That's kind of the brand for the Cosmos. Let the crest do the thing, and we can make it simple, and it can still look really good. And I think this is an example of that. So I really think it's sharp.
Yeah, Cosmos are definitely going to be selling nostalgia.
Yes.
This probably first 2 seasons or so. Maybe eventually they might try to play around with it. But, I mean, I can see them getting something like a local artist and doing some sort of graffiti type thing. But that'd be almost more of a collab line. Kind of like Louisville and My Morning Jacket did a collab line. It wasn't an official jersey or anything like that. Just a cool thing. So I can see them doing cool things with other people. But I feel like their kits are probably going to feed that line of clean and classic.
Yes, I think so too. Yeah, and then this kind of gets to the number 2. I will say, so Taylor's question is how often will they be able to wear this on the road? It feels like this color could clash with a lot of League One teams, possibly move to wear the home green for almost every match. Or what I think actually is that you're going to see both the blue and the green at home, and their third kit, which we were told will be releasing, will more likely be their predominant away kit. Because this isn't their away kit; it's their secondary. I think that phrasing's a little intentional. I think this should be getting used at home as well at High Cliff. If I even said that right, Cliff Mark, did I say that right? I don't know. Whatever. At their home ground, I definitely think it's something that they would be wearing at both, because the Cosmos in recent years have been the blue, but traditionally they were the green. So why not use both? So, and as Frank goes, them versus Boise both wearing green on the green field. That reminds me of when Portland Timbers played the Seattle Sounders, and they both wore green on the green pitch of Lumen Field, and I don't know who decided that was the smart thing to do.
They all just said, "This sounds like a great idea. Let's do this."
right? And sorry if you're colorblind, but
Right.
but no, even though we've looked down below, our scores may not say it. We really like this kit. I think from an aesthetic design perspective,
Hmm.
this does what it's supposed to do, and it does better than the home kits. And I think for us, that is the barometer. You compare it to its the others in the set. So I think this set will look really good overall, but I think you have to compare it to what it's supposed to build off of, and I think this builds off of it, and I like the overall look from it.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely a set. And as a fan, I appreciate it when kits kind of work together.
Right.
So, oh God, Boise wearing green on a blue field, Cosmos wearing blue on a green field. The colorblind cry hard.
I
Goodness.
can't wait. Lead one's back, baby. And I think this is the important part, a part of the aesthetic part, which I enjoy, even though it's not my main thing. I think compared to the home kit, this one stands out better and
Yeah,
doesn't need a kit, or as it says, it doesn't
sponsor.
anchor. Mm-hmm. The sponsor. It doesn't anchor it like some of the other ones that we have. You see the sponsor, it doesn't need it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the green one definitely felt extremely plain
yes,
without the sponsor. This one doesn't feel as like it's missing something.
yeah. So I'm gonna head and just dive into my score for this one and kind of elaborate a little bit further. For me, aesthetically, this is a 4 for me. Yes, I liked my a little bit more splash of color and creativity that I normally like, but the three stripes, the racing stripe, looks really good on the blue, and I like that overall aesthetic. I could wear this anywhere, anytime, because there's no sponsor. I mean, I wish it was a collar, but that's just a me being nitpicky thing. I like the overall aesthetic. This looks appeasing to me. I know I said the Cosmos have worn a lot of the blue. I still just gave it a 2 because there isn't anything. For me, color is one thing. It's another thing to incorporate your local area to it. I know Frank here says that it screams, it says New Jersey to them for some reason. I don't get that, but that's the type of thing that I look for in the kit details. I want something that feels from that area. So like the La Fiesta kit that normally from San Antonio. When I see that, I think San Antonio. Boom. And it just because of the colors. When I see blue, I can think of all the different teams who also wore blue. And the first one that Taylor popped up was Chattanooga FC. So I give it a 2 for that. When it comes to visual details and execution, I think it's a solid 3 from me. I think the execution is flawless. I Again, I'm a sucker for wanting a little bit more detail into it, but I don't think this needed it. I still think it's a 3, but it's missing some of those finer, small details that I thoroughly enjoy. So it's a 3 there from me. And overall, innovation and impact, it's still just a blue tip with the stripe right, the 3 stripes right there on the crest. So it's a 3 there for me. So it's a 3 flat for me.
Yeah, I feel like we were close on most of our conversations. Obviously, the score was exactly the same, but our individuals was a little different. Design and aesthetics, I'm a sucker for pinstripes.
Yeah.
So, and then the fact that we went through the different colors on there, aesthetically, design wise, everything, this is selling me. That's a 4 from me. Um, Authenticity and tradition, like you said, like, it has the colors, it's using the Cosmos name, and it's using it well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree to the point that, like, is it screaming New York, New Jersey, or whatever areas you want to call it? I know it's the
Area.
whole
Right.
area, entire Northeast, the New England Cosmos, uh, which I'm sure a lot of people hate that I said that,
Yes.
but it's not. It's just it's selling the Cosmos. So that was the 3 for me. Visual details and execution. Again, it looks nice. It looks clean. I love the pinstriping throughout it. Um, but is there much more than that? No. It's just a pinstripe jersey with the 3 colors, which are nice looking. So
Right.
again, execution I think sold it a little bit higher for me. So that was the 3. Innovation, I had to give it 2. I mean, I've seen this style before,
Yeah.
and like it's a good looking style, but seen it before. We'll probably see it again. So that was a 2.
Okay.
So got me an even 3 as well.
Steven 3 with my even Steven 3 makes it a 3 from us here, and with a retail value of $95. It's not a bad kit value at 31.58. Pretty solid overall. I definitely, from a non-Cosmos fan, this is one that I would pick up.
Yeah, same. Actually, I was looking at a lot of I was just at their store, and I was like, oh man, they got a bunch of like Pele shirts that I like.
Now, as an Indy 11 fan, I can't have a Cosmos thing because Indy 11 fans, we have a little weird rivalry with the Cosmos, so I can't do that. But
does the Cosmos know that?
who knows? Well, I mean, probably everyone hates them if you're not from the Cosmos, so everybody expects it. So yeah, I really do like this. The blue looks really appealing, and I think it's a decent kit value for those collectors. And as Frank said, they already bought it. So I do wish there was a long sleeve version. So yeah, any final thoughts here, Fox, before we move on to
Yeah, how come there's no long sleeve version of this one?
I know, I did note that.
There's one for the green one, but not this one. I feel like this would be a nice clean long sleeve.
Right? Don't know.
Missing out, guys.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. So that was the New York Cosmos Racing Blue kit. Now, up next, we are going to go to a little bit newer team. There's that. They're planning on being warm on away days. I mean, that's true. But still, every kit should be a long sleeve option. That's me. Anyways, so this next one, we're going to USL League 2 in a team that just started off last year and did, I think well in the kit game that we honestly kind of missed. So we're giving another chance here. So didn't start off here. We are going to show off Bigfoot FC, and now that we have Appalachian FC, I don't care how it needs to happen. Appalachian FC needs to play Bigfoot FC in the match, and I need to see it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the Bigfoot Classic.
Yeah, the Bigfoot Classic. Look at that. We even got a name for it. You're welcome to it, though. The BFC, Big Freaking Club.
As I say, can easily be anything else too.
Right. So yeah. So
you're welcome, America.
And the winner gets to keep Sasquatch. Worthy prize. So this is Bigfoot FC. Their home kit is that black one right there in the middle, right here, by Flight. By the way, Flight. They're a little bit newer when it comes to this. And I think overall, their home kit plays it simple, and I don't mind that. I'm saving the away kit here in a second. I think the away kit's going to be a fun one. But like, I like kind of similar to what the Cosmos did with their blue kit here. They used all their colors. They have the blue pinstripes, the blue and orange alternating pinstripes, and then the double layered cups with the colors. Oh, I think it's technically tricolor. It's blue, orange, blue, black. I like that look. That looks really good to me, and I like it for what it is. And then also the feet in the back. That does a cool little thing. That's a cool little gimmick, right?
I love fun little gimmicks.
So, do you want me to pull up your store here, Fox, and just kind of go through it?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Okay.
As I said, I'm a sucker. Oh, did not put that in the right spot. There we go. I am a sucker for pinstripes. I like pinstripes. This is a nice, clean looking kit. Design and aesthetics. This is a 4 from me. I really like the way it looks. But authenticity and tradition, it's hard for me to say that anything is tradition when I haven't seen much from them in the past personally.
Right.
And it's just a pinstripe kit. I mean, we've seen it before, and New York just did it. We've seen it with Junction last year. Like tons of teams have pinstripe kits. You're wearing a pinstripe kit, so like it's a normal thing. But is that authentically them? I can't argue it. So that's a 2. Visual details and execution. I like the Bigfoot. I like the feet on the
Yeah.
back of it. But besides like the fine gimmick of it, there's like a little bit. Is there a tag logo at the bottom right there, or is that just the branding?
The bottom left on the front,
Yeah,
it says "Believe" with a foot.
yeah. So I could have sold this a little bit higher. Maybe that could have been a 3, but I gave it a 2 because again, it is what it is. It's just a pinstripe kit with some fun things that they kind of glued onto it. And then with innovation and impact, same thing. I mean, I gave the last one a 2. This is going to be the same score for that. So if they would have done 3 stripes on the side, maybe that would have looked a little different. That would
Maybe
have
a
been
little bit.
interesting. Had the exact same kit, just different colorways. Like,
I mean, I think that's something that when a design is well and you can pull it off, why not? You know,
yeah. So that was a 2.5 from me. It's
2.5.
honestly depending on price, because this is a different manufacturer. It's not one that we're used to seeing, and I haven't seen anything for sale yet with them.
Not yet, which is something that we will keep y'all update about because it wasn't as of this recording. They did not have any of their kits for 2026 on sale. However, this was released about 6 weeks ago, so the information's out there, just not publicly available as of yet.
But yeah, so depending on price, if this is one of those cheaper ones,
Right.
then they have a hockey jersey for $39 right now.
Probably can't be too much more than that. Midas would probably expect about $60, 60 to 80 at worst. So, for me, I did a slight adjustment to my score. It's my first mulligan of the year, and for me, I gave it a 3 for aesthetics. I think it looks good. I like the overall pinstripe vibes. It is what it is. It works. I like it. Authenticity and tradition, I gave it a 2 as well. Fox elaborated on that quite well. The visual details I bumped from a 3 to a 2. I realized I being too harsh. I like the detail of the foot. I think that's a fun little gimmick as well as a belief up front. And I think this was executed well. Maybe a little bit small more detail. I don't know. Maybe I'm being nitpicky overall. So I give it a 3 there as well. And then finally, I want to give it to Innovation Impact. It's a 2. It's a 2 for me. It is what it is. It gets the job done. It'll work for their home kits. It's good. And I'm okay with that, and I think they are too. Because it's similar to what they were last year. But last year they had a little bit more of a topographical kit.
Yeah.
This year they're almost
Actually, what I was just looking at. Yeah, so last year's was a topographical topographical map, and it was but when I was looking at it, it had the exact same Believe Bigfoot on the front. It had the exact same big feet on the back. Like, maybe they do have a tradition. Maybe my tradition score should have went up a little bit more. But the actual kit itself is still what it is.
It is what it is.
Like
yeah.
that one's a topographical map. I like those as well. I like pinstripes. So again, and last year's kits, they're not even on sale. Like cheaper, like on clearance.
Oh yeah.
And they're $59. So I'm hoping that these will be around that price.
My guess they might be potentially a little bit higher because it is a different brand that they're going with. Last year they had a different sponsor, different kit manufacturer. I did notice that.
But I still don't know either one of them that well.
Right.
So,
it'll be interesting.
$59, I might have to pick up one of these
Now,
map ones.
I will say the one that I am very interested on here is actually their away kits, which we
Yeah.
will pop over into. Because, so what you see here is also on their Instagram post, and what you see is from their kind of kit reveal party. You have the black pinstripe kit that we just looked at here. But then right there in the middle, you have a white kit, and then you have the yellow kit. The white kit is their new away kit for 2026. And yes, it has a Bigfoot on it. I think that just looks. I know it's a little gimmicky, it's a little graphic designy for my taste, but also it has
It's
a
fun.
Bigfoot on it.
It's Bigfoot FC and it has a Bigfoot on it. It
I know.
has
I kind of love that with the fun colors too. With like, you also know I'm a sucker for a white kit, so throwing a little bit of the shades of blue, it almost looks like spray painted on. A little bit of the pink purple reminds me of the Borealis kit from Minnesota United, which I was a big fan of. And this is one that I personally really enjoy. I think it's fun and it's gimmicky, and it might be a slap in the face to Mark from Bastion in the way that he views these kids. But I think it's just fun and makes USL League 2 just the let's have fun and not take ourselves a little bit too seriously sometimes.
which I think we need a league that does that.
Or at least some teams, right?
Yeah, because I feel like there's so many teams league. There's so many teams in that league to where like it's almost an issue because they're all if they're all doing the same kits. You know what I mean? Like they're all just doing Puma, Nike, Adidas templates
Right.
because those are the most obtainable for them. I would love for more of these USL League Two teams to be having more fun with it, having interesting kits. You can't sit there and be Bigfoot FC and have a traditional program.
Yeah. You, you,
You're,
you, you just can't.
you're not selling your brand if you're trying to sit there and act like you're Manchester United and you have all this tradition
Your name's Bigfoot
and your
FC.
name is Bigfoot FC, you've messed up somewhere. Your mission and vision are not aligning. So the fact that they came out with this as their away kit, it's fun. It's cheesy, it's gimmicky, but it almost like I think you were talking about like the Omaha kit before we got on here. This
Yeah.
isn't crazy though.
No.
Like that one, I felt like somebody. I know it was an artist because it was like that's the type of art that we've seen in before from those rock bands.
Yeah, yeah.
But it almost felt like it's hard not to these days. Like an AI generated. Like I typed in like 40 different descriptions
You get something popping up, right?
and that's what popped up. This one seems like someone almost painted
Yeah.
a image of a Sasquatch on a shirt.
Hmm.
So is it cheesy? Yes, but I enjoy it.
Which is why for me, I give this a 5 for aesthetic. I think this is something that I like weird, I like fun, creative kids. This is what I'm looking for. It's just fun. It's silly. It's goofy. It's a 5 for me. It's what I'm looking for. It's what I want from the kids. Um, and so I give it a 5 there. I give it because this is Bigfoot FC and you have a Bigfoot on it. It's a 5 for me for authenticity and tradition. You can't have Bigfoot not on your kit somehow and be called Bigfoot FC. I'm looking at you, Appalachian FC, who has a Sasquatch Bigfoot in your crest, and it's basic
It's
Puma,
just a yellow Puma shirt. Why?
right? Can't wait for North. Frank says, can't wait for North Dakota to have a USL team called Yeti FC. I mean, if anything, I need to do some searching. Just I bet there's somewhere out there that's a team called that. Just I would love to know because that's a good name if it isn't already being used. Um, and what I'll say for when it comes to its visual details and execution, I give it a 4. And to Fox's point there that we kind of talked about, I think this is a nice mix between last year's Omaha kit and this year's Carolina Ascent kit, the bridge one that was like almost too graphical designy. This is a nice in between, where it still might be a bit of a graphical design type of overall like design. It's not too busy, and there's enough of it that makes it look interesting, but it doesn't overpower you. And I think that is why, for me, it's a 4. For that, it's still a draftable design on top of a kit, so it's a 4 there for me. But I think that's a fun buy, and I probably did some slack here from you, Fox. But because this is just a draftable design, yeah, I would never. Because it's a draftable design, I give it a 3 for innovation impact. This is a little under the radar, and I wish it would get a little bit more attention. But I think that the design itself isn't something that's outwardly like innovative. It's just a cool design on the kit, and it's not anything that's like breathtaking or changing the game. So it's a 3 there for me. So it's a 4.25 overall for me.
Yeah, and I feel basically the same about everything you were saying. Design and aesthetics, boom, I love this. This is 5. This is cool. It's interesting. I'd rock it. Authenticity and tradition, it's a 5. It's Bigfoot FC. I think and you know what? They didn't even go too cheesy because he's not kicking a ball. They could have went worse.
Right.
They could have went worse. So I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's what it is. Visual details and execution. This is where I knocked it down a little bit. That one got a 4 for me because it is cheesy. It's what it is. I enjoy it, but I agree that it's not going to get a 5 from me.
No.
Innovation impact, though, I hear what you're saying, but like, I feel like it's innovative. I feel like it's almost arty looking. I need to zoom in. Like, I feel like I need to see a better photo of it.
I know. I was trying my best to find as best photos I could.
I know. Like, this is like literally all they posted. It was a fun, like, little event, but they couldn't have anybody just do a close up, like, hey.
Right.
Like, I feel like I'm getting better details of my shirt on the little square right now than what we get from these, group photos.
I mean, you see one a little bit better here. I can zoom in a little bit.
But yeah, no, they could have tried more for the photos, like for us.
Yeah.
But for right now, it was a 4 from me for that. So it's a 4.5 from me.
And it's a 4.38 from us. And again, since there is no a way to get these kits, it's NA for kit value. But honestly, I think I really like the overall cohesive set. I think the goalkeeper kit, which is what you see right there in the orange and yellow, is also really kind of fun and cool. I like how they have that as their goalkeeper kit for both the home and the away. I think that's really cool. That's really nice. And I think I like what they did this year overall. I'm quite happy. Yeah. And very happy that I actually remembered that Bigfoot FC exists.
I like the training shirts as well. Yeah. So that the tall guy on our left.
Yes.
That's a really cool one. I think they have like a pink one too, don't they? If you go back
I believe so. I didn't share back on this one. That's actually the goalkeeper kit right there.
Yeah.
For the home. And then these are the 2 trainings.
Yeah. So I like that bright pink. And look, it has the side stripe, so they could have made that their home kit, and it looked a lot like the Cosmos.
But yeah, so from us, Bigfoot FC.
Once we get some prices in, we'll get some good. I feel like they're going to have really high kit values.
I think so as well.
At least the away kit.
Yes.
With the 4.5.
And I will say, and I am glad that we were able to actually see them this year for KitSZN, because it was an oversight on our part to not see them. So glad to have them in here for 2026 and what they do. So up next, this team, I reckon, might be the biggest competitor kit-wise to Minnesota Aura in the USL. Outside, like the newest biggest player to really push the Aura. and that is Rally Madison. What else should we expect from a Forward Madison women's team than a team going to punch above their, going to like look good on the field? I don't say anything about how good they're going to be, but that they look really good
Look
and
good,
can
feel
really,
good. They'll be
yeah.
amazing.
So I'm very happy with what they did here.
I love this kid so much. This is exactly what you would expect from a Madison team. And they work so well with Hummel, and I feel like they did such a good job with this. Uh, can I dig in? I'm gonna dig in because I'm already digging. You can see my score. It's an easy 5, but it's because of so many details in it. First of all, their crest is so cool. They just have
Yeah.
such a cool crest that they're easily able to put onto a beautiful kit. They have the Madison sash. So if you know anything about Forward Madison, they always have such crazy kits, but their home kit always has the sash.
Always.
Even when it has all the crazy designs all over it, like the geometric designs and stuff, still has the sash. This Madison team, they are still connecting their roots with that sash. Absolutely love that. Yeah, it's $85. Um, I love the flowers. I think it was just a rose to it. If you go down on the right there on the description, it tells you about what the flowers are. Oh, I thought it did.
No,
Never
I
mind.
think it does over here on the main one. Yeah. The kit's yellow sash adorned with roses represents the items worn by the suffragists to promote their cause.
Yeah. So then they continued those roses onto the sleeves, but I love the fact that it was like that dark purple and everything, so it sticks
Yeah.
with the sleeve, it sticks with the purple, but doesn't take over it. I love that it's just on the sleeve and it's not roses throughout all of the purple.
I think that was smart.
Yeah, very cool. Just details. I love the collar and the um, sleeve cuff. Look with that classic kind of crown section.
Yeah.
Like, there's absolutely nothing about this that I think is boring or anything. Like, I don't think that even needs a collar. Like, I don't
I
think
don't
a
think
collar
so.
a collar would not make this one better. Like, this is a perfect kit to me because I
Yeah.
feel like it's clean and classic as well as creative, and it's so hard for a team to be able to do that, especially in an inaugural season. So I think it's hard.
I think for the USL-W, the inaugural teams have done really well for first season when
Oh
it
yeah,
comes
yeah,
to
yeah.
kit
I'll
game.
give you that. Like most of
Oh,
these W teams that come out, most of these W teams that come out that are connected with teams that
come
are
out hard.
as club units, they come out flying. Yeah, yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh, Greenville,
which
Richmond, the
I don't know if I
Soul.
could say Greenville. I feel like there's some announcements that
Well, initially,
yeah,
I'm talking about initially doing their thing. So, yeah. So for me, I'm gonna beat the Scrooge here.
I know.
I gave it a 5 for aesthetic. I think now this looks really sharp, purple and that like and Salmon Bay as well. Thank
Oh
you,
yeah,
Frank. We interviewed Sam as well. Check that out. Um, that purple and like not yellow, but it's a bit of a gold,
mm,
almost like a mustard yellow. I think is real, not even mustard yellow, but whatever. It's the darker shade of yellow. I think
royalty.
it's a royal yellow. Let's go with that. And I think that looks really sharp and not a color combination you see. I will point out, and I think that looks really good. We need a little bit more purple teams. I'm not saying I will don a Louisville kit, but I think purple is such an underused color.
Yeah,
Um,
like I've always liked the purple and gold, and I think
yeah,
Louisville was kind of leaning towards that at first, but then
yes, they dropped the gold.
yeah, dropped it real quick.
Yeah, because they went real gold, and that's hard to get on fabric
Yeah,
unless you really get the right shade. And that's one of the things that I learned in my high school because even though we were green and gold, we used a lot more yellow because it was cheaper.
yeah.
Um, so Authenticity, tradition, like Fox said, it's the roses, it's a beautiful touch, the crown royalty in the cuffs, in the collar, and then that sash, that connection to Forward Madison. It's a five there from me as well. That is just a beautiful connection and looks good. I think the details are exquisite in this. I think the execution was once again flawless, and I will burn one if I have to. I did not want to wear one. That
Do we need to make a bet with each other? We'll talk about that later.
Austin, sorry, Ryan, I noticed this too. So if you look at the photo, Fox, do you see how like the head on the right photo and like it just cropped off right there at the base, like right there at the neck, and then you have Ningwin. Right? It almost aligns perfectly. I love that. Thank you, Ryan, for pointing that out. I'm thankful I wasn't the only one. But
you can scroll slightly and we won't have that problem. There we go.
So yeah, I gave it a 5 for visual details execution. And now this is where Fox was going to not like me here. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 for innovation impact. I think the impact's amazing. And I am actually very happy with the overall impact that this kit did. However, I don't think it's innovative. That's me. I think it looks cool. It's a sash. It's a sash kit, and it transcends well. It's a beautiful kit, and it looks amazing. But to me, it's not flawless. I think it's not one of those things that I'm going to push and be like, this is the thing that stands out the most in the league. And it very well because it's clearly the best one that we've seen so far early in 2026. And I think this is a high bar for teams to match up to. And I think I am being very stringent on my 5s this year. And I think for that reason alone, and it's a 4.75 overall from me and a 4.88 from us.
I feel like I'm extremely stringent on my 5s, especially now that we have such like a harsh rubric, and I think that makes the 5s worth more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of having the harsh rubric. But oh god, you put the neck on it again.
Yeah, I did. Hey, I'm providing the people what they want.
Because the hair matches so well as well. So.
No, it's uncanny. I love it.
Oh goodness, it's like why is her neck so weird? But anyways, but like I feel like I hear what you're saying, but I mean that's why there's two people. I just disagree because like I feel like to sit there and be like I feel like this is gonna hit so hard with the impact, and then innovative wise, I hear an argument like I've seen flowers, I've seen roses, even more specifically, and I've seen sashes, but like have you seen this before?
It's not even that.
I've seen that Cosmos kit before. I've seen that Bigfoot kit before.
Yeah.
But like this Vegas one that we're connected to right now, we have not seen that before.
So one of those things that I have come to when it comes to the rubric, when it comes to innovation and impact, I want to see something that I've never seen before and I couldn't have thought of before. And like when it comes in terms of creativity, and that is a double-edged sword because that doesn't mean that. So a great example, the Woods and Water kit from last year, Portland Hearts of Pine. I thought it wasn't that creative, and yet it was one of the best kits in USL. And I think for me, I'm always just going to be that Scrooge, and I have to be wowed by something to the point where I didn't give it a 5 for innovation impact. And to me,
I didn't give that one a 5, did I?
You did. I was the Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
As always, you know, I am the Scrooge.
I'll agree with you on that one. Like that one, I'm surprised I gave it a 5. Honestly, now that I'm, kind of looking back on it.
You do a lot of 5s comparatively.
I'm not saying that I didn't give it a 5. I'm just saying now that I think back, like I am surprised that I did give it like it was. Not to say the word just so much, but like it was just a horizontal stripe kit, but it was done so well. So
Okay, so I do want to see something here real quick.
going back,
I am looking at okay, that's not surprising. Okay, so we have rated here just for some numbers here. We've rated 497 kits so far on KitSZN. You have given 65s. Okay, and for
that's less than a
comparison, I want to put it to me and see how much more of a stickler I am. I really am a stickler. For me, 30.
And I will also add the fact that like we need to put in like how many of these are post rubric.
True.
Because I will quickly admit, like when we were doing this, years 1s and 2s, and we were just straight vibing, like
that's true.
Because like we were using the rubric of like, would I buy this and have this in my closet, or would I be happy with it in my closet?
Right.
Like,
I definitely think it changed. 24 and 25 was when that happened, and I can do the data. I'll do that I'll do that at my own time. I'll look through that data. But there still is a consensus. There's a bit of a difference between our overall scores.
I am typically more willing to give a 5, and I can already think of another 5 that I'm already ready for. So
I figured.
I'm assuming you're giving it a 5 too. What kit recently? What team recently?
Oh shoot! Kids? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Honestly, it's not. And my score is already on the sheet. If you want to criticize it. But for this one, Rally Madison's, as I've dubbed it, the Rally Sash kit. It has a kit value of $57.35. This is a great value. It's an 85. It looks beautiful. This should be high on anyone's list, I think, for picking up. And it's a good value. And it's Hummel. And now I will say this about Hummel. It will be sublimited for Forward Madison kits unless I know otherwise, which is why they're a little bit cheaper compared to their higher quality kits that you see with Portland Hearts of Pine. Now, that is a big difference between the Forward Madison kits and Portland Hearts of Pine, even though they both do Hummel. You're about to say something.
I'm just going through your scores. You're ridiculous.
That's okay. I am.
No, but I agree with what you're saying about Hummel, because Hummel has, they have like different layers.
Dude, I need to have like some shots near me because you said the same thing last week, and I
4 times.
I know. I knew what you were about to do. So, by the way, one of these times we should have just like a live stream and just like talk and then do like shots live on the thing and see how dumb it gets.
That is not safe.
It won't be, but I don't care.
But, no, but I agree with what you were saying though. Also, no, to go with what you were saying, I feel like there are some like kind of anti-Madison people, because like Madison got really cool because of the drip kit, and like they always have very creative jerseys and stuff like that. So I feel like there was always a little bit of a like, oh, I'm too cool to own a Madison kit. I feel like this is a good way to like, you could still get a cool Madison kit without it being forward Madison.
Right.
And you get this, represent and what's the word I'm looking for? Support. Thank you. Support a woman team.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
So this is a cool way to get a Madison kit in your closet without it being forward Madison.
Unless your League One team also has a sister club that is rival, that will be low-key rivals with Madison. And at that point, it is what it is. I'm looking at Greenville, Richmond, Oakland, not Oakland. Yeah, Greenville, Richmond. Who are some of the other ones that have sister clubs in League One?
But like, I don't think any of those are going to be playing against Madison because they're up.
Oh no, because it's all geographically.
Yeah, there's so many teams and they're all geographically separated.
Hey, a rivalry is a rivalry. It does not know genders. It hates teams, cities, regardless.
Is it a rivalry if they don't play?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that to Louisville all the time. I don't care if you play them or not. So rivalries persist. So This has been the Rally Madison Rally Sash Kit for 2026, and I'm very excited to have them into USL-W. It was about time we did something more in that area, and it looks really good. So well done to them.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on here, I found this here from our friends at Admiral Sports, and I want to do a little bit of a shout out to one of the 4 kits here today. This is non-USL, and I want to put it up on the table. This is Davie United with Admiral Sport. They have 3 kits: the Palm Tree Home Kit, the Macau Shark Away Kit, and then the Rodeo Kit. These all 3 look really crisp and really kind of fun. I get like super cowboy vibes in this, which is supposed
I need
to.
the tassels to actually be tassels. If the
Small
tassels actually tassel, then that's a 6 from me.
But this is why I wanted to bring up this kit. Fox did not know what kit I was bringing up. By the
No,
way.
yeah, you said something from Admiral. I'm like, it's probably good. I like most of what they put out.
These are pretty cool. So
I like this pink one a lot.
I like pink as well. The pink looks glorious. I like the blue as well. I'm always a sucker for blue. I'm just trying to make sure y'all have plenty of options to spend your money on across the USL or not. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to Davie United in the MPL and Admiral Sport for a well done kit, I think.
It's very cool.
It is. It is. So before as we wrap up here tonight, as always, reminder, we have the KitSZN garage sale information down below. We've already raised $500 for the Immigrant Law Center of Minnesota. I know it's insane, and things keep getting bought, and I love it and appreciate it.
I have to ship out 3 of these that I've already showed y'all.
I have quite a few that to ship out as well. So it's going to be a fun.
And you, Frank, too.
Yes. So Fox. So I wanted to get into our kit question of the week. We don't have to dive deep into it, but I want to get into that as we do your kit show off for the night.
Yeah, so it kind of doubles up, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I'm over here rocking an 04-05 Leicester City away. And, JJB, this is a cool kit that I really enjoy having. I got this off of eBay, and it has the cool kind of like felt patch.
Oh, I love those.
No league patches, but I think we were in League One at the time. So maybe championship. And we're looking like we're getting relegated again.
Yeah, you're doing the Luton path. Let's go.
Well, we just got a 6-point deduction because of money
breaches. Yeah.
So great. Anyways, but so the question was, how do we feel about like? Obviously, classic kits are in right now. Like you're wearing the Brooklyn kit, nice classic polo, pinstripes, clean and classic. It's very clear that that's what people are liking right now.
Yeah.
I'm down for the fashion. I'm down for that look. Love it to death. But as classic kits become more popular, we've also started seeing a lot of teams, they will sell essentially like replica of those shirts. I have one that I also bought on eBay. It was a really cheap one. I was like, even if it's a fake one, whatever. And it was. And it's like it clearly said like it's like Fox Retro. So it's like, they're called retro kits, and it's not the same one. So like how do we feel when it's the look of the old one, but it's not the old one? Like it sells for like $60 versus going to classicfootballkids.com and buying it for $250.
Because it's
like the real ones, usually will cost more because it's been around for 40 years and survived, and
there's now a bit of a history behind it, right?
Right. So personally, I am not a huge fan of like if I'm going to buy a classic kit, I want it to be an actual one.
Right.
That's the way I feel. Like if it's from 2005, I want it to be from 2005. I don't want to buy one that was made last week.
Yeah, for me personally, there's 2 sides I see why with an idea like this. So my Luton Town did the same thing last year. They did a bunch of cool retro kits, and they did like from like the 80s, 70s, 90s, a whole bunch of different ones, sold out minutes. Okay?
Right.
And I think there's an argument for those who are not around, obviously me, who wasn't around in the 70s, 80s, even early 90s. Maybe it's a chance for me to get one that's not $300. Cool. Fine. I did that. It's also quite an apparent money grab compared to just releasing more of the home kits that they have this year, more away kits. And I think it's milking on nostalgia, but I think it's definitely something that's interesting and something we've even seen MLS do with using non-MLS era kits and reusing it in the MLS era. I'm looking at Minnesota United with the kits, with their wing kit that they wore in the NASL era. Seattle with that Orca throwback. San Antonio Clash the San Jose Clash doing something. And you've seen these. The Dallas Burn is another one. And I think it's interesting. And also, this is also because of these teams re-releasing them, especially in the U.S., with some kits being like $250, even if it's retro. Sometimes when they sell it, they like make it top quality, which in the U.S. would mean for MLS would be $120 some still. Or actually, it's more like $150 now, right? I think it is.
Yeah, if you want a name on it, it's close
Even
to 200.
more. Right? And this is the part where I think a lot of us like better when they do callbacks. So as Frank says,
Yeah,
rather you take an old kit and put a modern twist on it, and like the Cosmos did here. They took an old kit and they added their own small little twist to it, subtle twist to it, and called it an updated classic or whatever. Or as we've seen, revamped, vintage 2.0. We've seen things like that here in the USL. And I think that is a much better approach to milk the nostalgia while also producing something that's new. But that is an important question to ponder.
yeah. And like with that, I guess my question even wasn't like, I'm okay when the teams, I don't even care the fact that like Nashville had a throwback hit this year or last year, one of the two.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, but like that's what they decided to do but they wore that. That was their on-field kit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like mine is
Oh,
like
I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
that was their 24-25 alter kit or 2025
Yeah.
alternative kit. What my question is more specifically for the fact that they are like re-releasing a 94-95
Yeah.
home kit and re-releasing this kit, and it's the same look, has the same sponsors, everything like that, but
And
it's
it's
60
not going to
bucks,
be worn.
but it's not the same quality either.
Yeah.
So like it's not worn on the field or anything like that. It literally just says like 94-95 retro kit.
That's it. Yeah.
And it's 60 bucks because very specifically talking to Leicester. And I mean, like, man,
And Luton did the same thing.
yeah, say most, like, even when I'm watching one of my favorite, if you like reels and YouTube shorts and stuff like that, there's a guy called the Padded Seat. Love watching the Padded Seat. He goes to games all over and does reviews of VIP seating and stuff like that. It's crazy to watch. But he'll go and like say like they have a nice selection of retro shirts. And it's like usually like the years that they won the championship or they won the league and got promoted up for the first time. And it's like, yeah, it would be cool to have a shirt from that era. But yeah, so like exactly here. So this is Luton's, and they have all these really cool, nice looking retro. Like I love that blue and the orange ones. And 45 pounds, 50 pounds for the one that you're
yeah. I like this one, the white one, but I'm also just,
right.
me.
And again, that's just like a nice polo look. So it's cool to be able to get a shirt that looks like that.
Right.
But to me, like, I would want one that's from that era.
Exactly.
And that just like, because Pony, if y'all see the Pony ones,
yes,
that's usually the brand that makes all of these. I see Pony a lot. with these retro shirts. It feels a little bit better when it's Umbro remaking them for some reason.
Because it's still
It's-
Umbro as their main
yeah,
kit provider.
but Pony is not an actual kit provider. It's a brand. Like it's like Mitchell and Ness.
Yes.
Like I don't even like the Mitchell and Ness like NBA jerseys that they come out with.
Right.
Because like I would rather have a shirt from '96 Bulls team that was like made at '96. You bought it at the arena versus having a Mitchell and Ness. And Mitchell and Ness has the argument of like they make it the exact same way. They have the same sewing machines. They use the same tackle twill, everything, exact same fabrics. But just seeing that Mitchell and Ness thing is just like, oh, it's a reproduction.
Exactly.
And it kind of pisses me off with Mitchell and Ness. Again, they make good quality stuff. I actually really like their t-shirt lines and like very soft cotton. Love their work. But with those retro jerseys that they make, the throwback jerseys, they almost cost more. They're like $300. And I'm like, why is that $300? Like I would rather spend $300 on that 91-92 home kit that was actually from 91-92 than a reproduction of it.
Yeah. I don't want to send you down a massive rabbit hole, but I definitely want to let people be aware of the possibility that things like that are out there. And as Frank says, unless it's signed or game worn, don't understand how it's a patch so worth so much money. Honestly, it's all about nostalgia.
Oh, it's 100%
and
nostalgia.
Limited quantity. It just like memorabilia from my IU football national champions this year. Give it about 30 years, and you're going to see something from that be sold for a bunch of money because right now there's supply for some things like that are everywhere. But 30-something years from now, you see it scarce, and capitalism, baby, and economics, you see the scarcity go up, you go down, and the price go up. And this is what it is.
And it's even more so with soccer shirts because when we talked to Mark last week, 2 weeks ago, he was showing us one of his Liverpool shirts that he had from when he was a kid.
Yes.
But it was like one of the few shirts that he bought as an adult because adults didn't buy soccer shirts as fans back in the day. Like if you bought a soccer shirt, if you bought a jersey, you were kind of weird. Like the kids had the shirts and that was kind of it. So like if you can find an old Kappa Man City and an extra large, it's impossible to find.
Right.
That was like actually originally made. So that's why they are $500.
Because the scarcity is high.
Yeah, do I agree that the price is ridiculous? Yeah, but when the scarcity is high and if it has strong memories with that year, so like the year Leicester won the Prem, those shirts are crazy expensive. But like all the other shirts, I can usually get my retro shirts for like $50 because Leicester is a mid-average team.
Speaking of kits that are now kind of not being used, one of the things that you've noticed, because I'm rocking them today, if you watch the USL Super League, get back up here with Brooklyn FC and Dallas Trinity, you notice Brooklyn had some different kits. We'll get into those actually at a later point in the season and rate those. But they no longer are with Diaza and are with New Balance. So a kit like this for the, I think, 2 years that they were with the club might be something that's a little bit more scarce and a bit one of those little fun, interesting collector items for those who don't have it. So I want to rock them tonight because I also wanted to talk about that because that was something that put everyone for a little bit of a spin, kind of something.
Like literally mid-season.
It's a Super League. They change all the time. DC Power changed like 3 kit providers within like 3 months.
Yeah.
So these things happen. It's a USL Super League. They're getting their feet, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm rocking here tonight. Yeah, also as always, thank you to all of our patrons down below who help support us and allow us to do what we do and talk Kit nonsense on there. And as Frank finally says, DC Power finally has a shop as well.
Yay!
That'd
So
be
proud of
important.
them.
I know, super proud of them to have that. So for us here at KitSZN, we have a few fun things in store coming up as well. We have some interviews lined up as we've talked about. Because tits are kind of low at the moment, but we have a bunch of tits interviews coming up with some lovely people that I think y'all should be tuned in. And as always, follow us on all of our socials on Instagram, Blue Sky, and if you'd like to really talk with us, Discord for stay up on all the latest information on KitSZN. From us here tonight, I thank you all and have a good night. And as always, garage sale.
And as always,